Good morning, boss. You are first. Welcome in. How you guys doing today? A little late again. I'm not sure when that's gonna become a normal thing. I guess it already is. So what are we doing today? I kind of, it's Friday. I'm only gonna stream for a few hours because Jana's got some work to do today, so I want to make sure she has time. But yeah, I'm kind of thinking I want to do something fun today. Right now I'm thinking I want to just add like a new secret quest or item or something like that to the game. I have a couple things I'd like to add. I spoiled something in our supporter lounge yesterday or a couple days ago that I made. So I might do something like that. I don't know. We'll see. Might find a place for that to go. We don't have a lot of people in here yet, so maybe we should wait until. I forgot to update that. So maybe I should wait until we have more people before we make a decision. Or maybe not. Maybe right now is the best time. Maybe just boss decides solely on what we do. Oh, I did not mean to click that button. Damn it. That was a huge mistake. I meant to click this drop down. Cancel. Cancel. Why even give us a cancel? There we go. It worked. I was going to say, why even give me a cancel that if you don't work? I think we have... Let's go here. Let's open up. My hands don't work today. Okay. Let's see if this guy's working. I don't think he is. Double check these actually set up correctly. Sure. What is the speed? Okay, fixed. I spent like 4 hours last night working on the Guardian stuff, and I'm still stumped. I don't know what the heck's going on with the health bars. I'm like straight up just copied exactly how I was spawning in the companions, and it's still not working. So I'm guessing it has something to do with the NPCs, but I don't know what's going on. So I'm still kind of at a loss on that one. It works just fine in single player. I mean, it technically also works fine in for clients. You can't see their health bar. Only the server can. There's a lot of movement from this poor saddle. We might need to put it in a different location. Also, I don't remember making this, but I feel like it should be a lot bigger. Let's go. Let's make it bigger. And let's see if we can find a better place for the saddle that doesn't move as much. Oh, we also have a weird material issue here, it looks like. He's super armored, isn't he? Opacity mask is coming from this. Multicolored is false. We're just getting the base texture. It's adding them. I think you need to multiply them, that's why. Yeah. Hi. What?
In the art room, right?
Mm-hmm.
On my computer. You live?
Yeah.
And he's like digging through the closet, you know, bringing out all the board games and stuff. So then all of a sudden,
As he does. Oh no, what happened to our board?
I just have this going on, and I'm like, what is he doing? I look over, scissors on my shirt,
Actual scissors?
like the wavy ones.
Oh.
So he didn't cut my shirt, but I was like, what is happening?
We had them low enough he could reach them?
Apparently.
And he knows what scissors do, so he of course had to try it.
So he's like, it was like tickling my skin, and I was like, oh, he's like massaging me, and then I hear like the shh, shh, and I'm like,
Massaging you with blades.
yeah.
That's funny.
So,
I'm glad you didn't get cut.
I'm glad
that would've
too.
been-
With my shirt, it would have been sad. So that was some fun time.
That now looks cool. Just wait, it's gonna look cooler when we get it done. But I don't know what's going on with this. Why is this maybe we just do these? I don't think so though. I think let's go look at this. I think we just want the alpha of the base texture, not the overlay texture. But this might break other textures, which might be a problem. let's just grab this one for now. This might break, like, horses, it might break other things, I don't know. By the way, for the shaders to compile, sorry. They're behind my head. There we go. I fixed that one. Now we have the actual, like, fur on its back. We're not. This is broken for some reason. Saddle. That's probably fine. Anyway, it's not broken in here. Okay, let's go in here. Let's scale this guy up. He's only 1.3 right now. I think we go to like. That might be that might be a little too crazy. I think he needs to be like 4 kings size though. Let's do like 2.2 maybe. Let's try that. And then the saddle, we're gonna scale back down. We'll do like 0.7. Yeah, I feel like he's just gonna move around way more for the player. It's hard to move things around when they're animating. Okay, let's try that. And then I'll just have to be on the lookout for other mounts that, or little other like animals and stuff that might have their textures broken now that we changed that thing. Yeah, this is more what I was thinking, but like, my god, there's so much movement going on. Should we like this poor character is just like, I think he's stuck at the wrong place because he's not even following the saddle. He's also, this poor boar will not like shut up because he's using the wrong, he's using an animation that has sound effects attached to it. I also feel like he's really slow. There's a lot of floatiness because he's so big. I like how big he is though. What's up, Raphael? How do you guys think we should unlock this mount? I pressed escape, by the way. We're just waiting for the game to close. I think it just hung randomly right there. Got it. Okay. Let's go see where our... Let's see. I don't know where this works. I think it's in here. We have mount and saddle. They're in the same place, so I don't understand why the character is moving so much more. But maybe we move the mount to spine 1 and try that. Did I clear all the assets and animations? The assets, yes, not the animations. I do. I have a kind of a method where I take animations I like, because animating takes a long time for me. I've done a handful of animations for the game. There's definitely a few in here that I've made, and I could do a lot more. And I'm not bad at animating. I just don't enjoy doing it. It just takes a long time. So, but yeah, so like I usually just find animations I like through other packs, whatever, like character packs and stuff, and then I strip the character model off of them and then rebuild or remodel my own character around them so it matches the style. And then I just bind and weight the skeleton, and then I can use all the animations. People don't really recognize animations unless it's something from Mixamo, like something that's been like used a million times and is really recognizable. So in this sort of situation, like players don't like recognize the animations at all. So I can pretty much use any animations I want with my own assets, and people don't notice, which is nice. Been following your content on YouTube. Nice job. Thank you. Appreciate that. I think maybe this is just because we have them socketed in different places. So maybe we just socket the saddle to the mount instead. Man, the character still moves so much. Let's I kind of want to try moving this to like spine 1. Oh, maybe not. Maybe that's a bad idea. Maybe we do neck. Let's try that and see if that makes any difference. I do think we're going to switch this to mount. What? I can't? Why? You can't customize the socket? I guess I could hide it and add another saddle. Fine, let's just try it without it. Hey, thanks for the sub, Raph. Appreciate that. But yeah, I have been... Oh, well, we gotta fix that. Okay, no, that's 10 times worse. That is so much worse. How do we fix this? Maybe the boar is just not a mount we can use. This is so much worse. Oh, and jumping breaks everything. Maybe we just don't have a boar mount. I mean, it's a really cool mount. We could also just make this like a level up companion, and we could also just make it like, yeah, it doesn't need to be a mount, I guess. I don't want to like seem like I'm just throwing in the towel just because it was a little challenging, but that might be what I was doing. There's just a lot of movement, and I don't want to like try to tweak the animation. We could like, I guess we could like socket it to the root. And then it won't be like moving at all, but I'm afraid that this is just going to look terrible. Oh, that just happened. No, we're not in the skeleton, that's fine. Don't say that. When is the sheep mount making it its triumphant return? I don't know. That's a good question. We can add that in today, I guess. Maybe that's what we do today. Oh, this is much better. This is exactly what I was thinking. See, now you don't move around at all. Now it's fine. You should sell pet armor as DLC, like Oblivion. Was it Oblivion or Skyrim that did it? Okay, so root doesn't work. We could try, I don't know. I feel like we could just try any of these slots and maybe, let's just go, we should just pull up in the animation actually. Is this a different run animation? Look how much that one piece of their back like moves right there. The one place we have the saddle attached to. Maybe we're just using the wrong animation. No, that's definitely an animation. Whatever this armor is saddled to or is attached to, I feel like that's the one we should use. But I think that's the one that makes him bounce up and down a whole lot. But maybe that's fine. So that's probably the neck, isn't it? Let's move the saddle as well then. Let's go like right here probably. Oblivion was first, that gold horse armor. Oh, okay. I don't remember that. That's why. That's weird. Could you imagine though if I just released a companion armor DLC? Oh, this is perfect. What happened here? How did these both get so far off? Did we not just look at the sockets? Like, these are... Oh, this is why. I don't know why the mount socket is so off though. Like this is where, oh, okay. I don't know what I did there. Because we're in the mesh, not the animation. That's why. Or not the skeleton, I mean. Sell different types of pet companion armor and different types of saddles. Nice cosmetic upgrades. Brings them some funds to help support the game. We already have a hero edition. Oh, whoops. Well, first of all, this needs to lean back a bit and move way down here. And then we need to turn our animations back on. Yeah, we already have the hero edition, and I feel like we don't sell very many of that, but maybe if we just added more stuff to the hero edition, maybe we just make it a little more enticing, you know? It could be kind of cool. There's a gold saddle we could add. Oh my god. See, like, you just bounce so much. Like, it looks like it bounces so much more than the armor. Like, why is my character bouncing so much more? Am I crazy? It's just, it's so bouncy. I don't think it's gonna work. Like, I have to, like, I could go in and like build like an offset or something. I don't think it's gonna work. It'd be nice if we had like an offset, like an animation bone that I could like kind of tweak the animation with. I don't know. Well, should we scrap this idea then? This is not going to work. Kind of sucks. It looks good to you? Really? You pull our camera back way further. Probably over further. The bounce effect on a giant warthog isn't bad. I feel like it's a little jarring. Like there's a lot going on. His animation's also going very, very fast for the way the rate he's actually moving. I don't know, you're like bouncing way off the saddle too, and I don't understand why that's happening. They're both socketed the same place. There shouldn't be a lot of like movement off the saddle, you know? Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe there's not moving off the saddle. No, there's a little bit. Yeah, I just don't know why we're moving off the saddle at all. I mean, it's not super noticeable. That's probably fine. What if we just slow down the animation? Let's go find this animation. Browse to asset. Let's duplicate. Oh, this one's called mounted already. We can play with it. Okay, grab this animation. Is this? Oh, we have a. Okay, hold on. That's what's going on. We have a run animation that's at 0.5, and then a sprint animation. I think we're playing the sprint animation. If we just did the run animation, I think this would look a lot better. Okay, hold on. Let's try this. Let's just delete this one. We need to clamp this though. Why is it not clamping? I have snap to grid on all these. What's going on? Oh, I'm dumb. We also will not have all the grunting now going on. This might help a lot. Let's try this. This looks better, then we're good to go. We might have to scale this still a little bit though. That's so much better. The sideways run is a little weird, but like I feel like it slows down, but I could do crazy. Okay, that's much more doable then. I wish I could zoom out a lot more though. Oh, I guess it's better in full screen. We're definitely still like bouncing off the saddle. I think we need to, buddy, back off. I think we need to just, I mean, it's probably fine. I mean, it feels natural, right? Like it feels like he's just bouncing off the saddle. Like it almost looks like we did it on purpose. It's just not on purpose, so I feel like it's wrong. Are we good? Much better? Bouncing is great. Yeah, it's funny because it does look good. It's just like, it's just because it wasn't intended that I feel like it's wrong, but whatever. Okay, good. I do feel like the camera is not actually like it making any effect or having an effect, but whatever. Okay, so now the question is, what do we do with this? How do we unlock this? I'm saying yes for now, but I might regret this later. I'm a little afraid this is gonna break something. Should we just make this a rare drop on the boar boss? On Rip Tusk? It's blue though. I guess we could recolor it, but you built any quests that involve the fighting pits? No, not yet. Let's go look at, let's see. I kind of want to do something in farmlands. What if we had like, I want to do something with the mud pits. What if we had like a boar that randomly spawned stuck in the mud? I don't know what you would do to get it unstuck. It would also be kind of cool, like, what if you just leveled up your boar companion to a certain level, and then you, like, talk to someone, and they were like, wow, you have a real connection with that boar pet or something, or that boar. You'd have to have the companion with you, like, equipped. maybe not on you, but that's what you have to have equipped over at a certain level. And then they would be like, here, take this boar because I can't ride it anymore or something. I don't know, whatever. That'd be kind of cool. It's right next to the boar area. Could involve that. I feel like we have enough stuff on Azura. I don't really want to add too much more to Azura if we can help it. I feel like Farmlands is kind of still empty in some locations. Or stuck in mud, points to NPC somewhere, give NPC, or give quest that sends to Azura to kill boar boss. The problem with the boar boss is that it's random. So like, players might not even know it exists, and they might not know. And if we tell them it exists, that's fine. But like, they still might not know. It's there. Okay, here we go. What if we just have an NPC that randomly spawns in? I think the mud pits is just a cool place, and we haven't done anything cool here yet, so let's just do it here and whatever. Maybe his boar mount is just hanging out in the mud. Why though? Why would he give you his mount? We need a good reason to like give someone a mount. Like, why would you just give away your like your steed? You know what I mean? Like, but we have the boar hat, helmet, headdress thing, whatever it's called. If you could be like wearing that with the boar companion, and then that could be kind of cool, and he could like recognize that. Maybe he recognizes if you have like any of the boar stuff on, and that would like be a hint like, oh, if I had all the boar stuff on, I wonder if it says something different. Maybe, I don't know. A baby boar, you know, here's another crazy idea. What if this guy offers to train your boar companion, and he takes your companion away, right? What if you have to go box him up? Because you can box up your companions, you can crate them, and then take them in, you can put them in your inventory and give them to other players, which is kind of cool because it means you can like train companions. The idea of that was that you could tame companions in the wild, but we never got around to like making every animal companion, so we didn't do it. So yeah, you send him in for training, and then he turns your companion into a mount. Now the problem is you can only get one boar companion as of right now. So like, do you think, oh, what if he sees your high level boar and he's like, can you train mine? And then he gives it to you as a mount, and you're just supposed to ride it. And maybe you can like, you know what? Okay, this is what we're gonna do. Okay, we're gonna have an NPC. He's gonna have a boar that's like laying in the mud, right? Not armored. Blue boar laying in the mud, not armored, giant boar. Okay. He's gonna be like, it'll be a rare spawn. He'll just randomly show up like, I don't know, 20% of the time or something like that, like every day. You talk to him and he's like, if you have a companion, he'll be like, wow, your boar is so well behaved. I've been trying to train this one forever, and it's not working or whatever, right? Like, I can't do it. He doesn't listen to me. He just wants to lay in the mud all day. Do you think you could give it a shot? And you can be like, yes. And then he gives you his boar, and he tells you, you know, come back and see me once you've trained him up or whatever. Then if you come back, also this is the unarmored boar, right? Then you come back and talk to him at level 20, and he's like, wow, you guys have grown a real bond. It turns out like him and I just never really like clicked or whatever, so I don't think it's fair that I take him back for you now. Here, I had this armor made for him, and then you get a leveled up like armored boar companion. So it's like a whole secret quest, and if you complete it, then you get the armored companion. So you not only do you get a boar mount, but you also then get and like level up. That's perfect. Okay, I like it. All right, let's do it. So we need an NPC. Let's just build it right now. It'll be fun. Need to go to, this is gonna be annoying, but we need an NPC, so we have to open the editor, which slogs the computer, so it's going to be nice and slow to open and nice and slow to work with while it's open. We also need to load in the board stuff, so we might just open Tyrwin to do this, maybe. Maybe. Might just be faster open Tyrwin and have him like set them all up in there so we know it's in the right level and everything. Also, we need to set up the boar to be a mesh that we can hide. Like we need to be able to like trigger it to hide it. I believe I just made something like that. I can just trigger with like a switch that just hides and hides things. Because like once he gives them to you, he should just poof out, right? Because it'd be kind of weird if you could just see the boar sitting there still while you're riding around on him. All right, we need a name for this guy. Should we make him like, what race should we make him? Just make him an orc, maybe? I feel like an orc would ride a boar. Was that equipped armor thing programmed, or you just need some assets for it? The equip armor thing, how it'll work is it'll remove your previous mount and then give you a new one. Oh, which means we'll have to like set it up so it's like level 20 again. And we won't know this. Well, I guess we could probably save the stats. Maybe we could just have a thing on the boar that does actually spawn the armor in. Let's see. Let's go open up our boar mount again. Let's see if the armor is just a separate thing attached. Looks like it's actually attached, but I think I might be able to just turn the visuals off on it. I think it's just these two pieces. If we just did empty and empty. Oh, he's still got the saddle on. Oh yeah, and the bones. And now the saddle's in the wrong place too. That's a problem. We might have to make this two different mounts, I guess. So we could just make it two different mounts. I don't know. This is such an old model, though. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I think I also don't like that this is like sticking out the bottom of the armor, I just realized. Did I actually just like weight all of these on here? It's kind of crazy that or is this just this is a separate mesh that I think is rigged onto it. Yeah, I think I rigged all the armor on separately. I must have, so it, like, actually is weighted and everything. Looks like I did multiple assets or pieces. Okay. Yeah, so I think we'll just use 2 different mounts. This is gonna be a pain. Could I use an existing Sleepy Haven NPC? I could, but then I have to move them out of Sleepy Haven. So, like, I want him to show up randomly in the boar pit, so it's like a rare event. But if we break him out of, if we take an NPC that's already in Sleepy Haven, it means we have to turn them off in Sleepy Haven so they're not there anymore, and then show them up again, or show up with them again in the pits. And that's gonna be a pain. Also, I guess this is another problem, because if he only shows up 20% of the time, then that means you have to come find him and hope that he's there after you hit level 20, and then just keep checking back, I guess. But you know what? It's supposed to be a secret. It's a cool looking mount. Like, maybe that's fine. Why does the NPC have to be in pits? They don't have to. What are we incorporating the racetrack into this? Maybe it's a boar racing speed track. The NPC guide starts you on the quest. Or gets lost and you bring him back to the NPC. Oh, okay. So maybe okay. So maybe the NPC is in town, and then he tells you that he's lost his boar, and his boar is sleeping. So maybe we just put the boar in the mud pits all the time. So he just hangs out there, and then if you talk to... Well, then how does that work, though? How do you bring him back? You can't, like... I mean, like, imagine just, like, you just press F on the boar and he just poofs out and ends up in your inventory. That doesn't work. Like, how do you do this? He's lost, then you randomly find him. You pick him up as an object. Yeah, I don't like that. That feels very Conan Exiles, and I'm not a big fan of that. It doesn't make any sense to have like a boar that large in your backpack. Like, we kind of do it with like the Starlit Snail a little bit, where you interact with it and it poofs out. But it's sort of like, I don't know, when you get a new mount, it's almost, I don't know, we just have like this sort of layer of abstraction where it's like, you have the mount, right? And then when you whistle or whatever to call your mount, then it shows up. Right? It just like runs up behind you, supposedly. And I mean, yeah, you do just kind of poof onto it, but like, yeah. It's a baby at first. I mean, I guess, but then how do you train it? You can't immediately start riding a baby boar. That doesn't. What if we made it a carryable object? What if it's just a baby boar hanging out in the mud pits? I don't want to make this even more complicated to code, but we could make it a baby boar, and then he gives it to you as a pet. And so instead, not a mount, not a companion, a pet. It just follows you around. And if it follows you around enough, he'd have to give you a pet home. You have to put it in your house, and then you'd summon the pet, and he'd follow you around. And then after X amount of time, it could trigger a world event or whatever, and you could bring him back to. Maybe it even like triggers a world event and like removes the pet, like it pops up and says like your boar pet or whatever has grown too big, or something, and he ran away or something. I don't know. And then you go back and talk to the guy, and he's like, "Oh, my boar made it back to me," or something. I don't know. This is complicating things. Oh, sorry, there was an ad break. I don't know if you saw any of that or heard any of that. Okay, NPC gives you a crate to put the boar in. If you find it, if you find the baby boar, crate him in your inventory. Okay, that's not a bad idea. Didn't hear a thing. Yeah. I was gonna say maybe. Well, okay. So here's the problem. If he gives you a crate that's big enough to hold a boar, that's fine. That could go in your inventory. Then you interact with him, and he ends up in the crate. That's fine. Then you bring him back to the guy. Then what? Then what do we like? Maybe we just like send a letter to the player a few days later, and he's like, "Hey, you handled the boar so well, and I saw that whatever you had a boar companion, or whatever. Do you want to try to train mine? He's grown quite a bit bigger." And then you go back and get him, and then he's a mount. He's grown. Okay, that could work. So now we need to open up our Sleep Haven NPCs. Wait 2 minutes for it to load. Okay. And now we need the, I think it's called mud pits, maybe? Nope. It might just be Sleeping Glade. AI. Perfect. Yeah, I would have put the boar right in where that rock is, so. Okay, so yeah, we can even tell the player like he likes to be in the mud pits or something. I wonder if we could just turn on the boar. Should we just like have him here all the time, and then you find the quest and then you can come back and talk to him, so players will be like, "Oh yeah, I saw that boar." Or should we spawn him in when you get the quest? Spawn when you get the quest. We have a BP quest item, skeletal mesh. Yes, I know it's a snail. Cancel. Actually, we should probably have. Let's go. Sleeping Glade quest actors. Yeah, and this is where we put him. Okay. We need the boar. We need this boar, but without the armor. So let's go find him again. Let's go find our our regular boar. I think it's this one. I don't know the differences between these, but this isn't what your companion looks like, is it? The player's board companion doesn't look like this, right? No, it's just gray. I wonder if we should change the color of this guy though. Okay, and then we need to take his. Well, I don't think I'll have a saddle actually. There we go. And then can he have an S or sleep, lay? No. feel like he's got to have like a laying down animation, right? What if we just take this one and lay it on his side? No. Maybe? No. I guess he can just be standing here. I just feel like it's going to be kind of... be better if he was laying down. Stunned. I'm surprised we don't have a laying down animation. What if we ripped the last... Oh, we have a weird... I wonder if this is this happening in game? Weird waiting issue. I wonder if this is from the wrong mesh and that's why. Oh. I swear there's a way to like preview just one animation on him, but I could be wrong. I was gonna say we could just like grab like the last... like that, you know, and like kind of just play it back and forth. But I don't know. He can't just be idle in the mud. It'll look like he's dead. Okay, so he's just going to stand there, I guess. We'll just sink him in the mud. He'll be fine. Should we put him over here more? He looks really stuck now. How did he get rotated? Like I rotated him just a second ago, but I Control Z all the way back down and he was still rotated. Okay. Anyway, stick him upright in the mud, half in, half out. Yeah, is that what you're thinking? Or are you thinking like this? I guess that looks better, huh? You can kind of see him under the mud, under the liquid. That's fine. Kindred, or just hit, I don't know why I read Kindred. Just hit 250k Kindred coins. That's why I read that. Nice job. Us, that's a lot. We need more things to do with those, huh? I just realized that our boar has blue tusks. Why? Why is that a thing? Why does he have blue tusks? Does this one not have the same material on it? Huh. one has red tusks. Do we care? Do we care this much? I don't know. Yeah, I think we should fix it. Why is that happening though? There's an alt color. I wonder if this is where our mistake with this came into play. Waiting for shaders to compile. Oh, sorry guys, I'm missing some chat. I missed Mink. What if it's just a regular boar you rescue from the pit and gives it to you, and a couple days later it grows into the big mound? I don't know about that one. I think it needs to have a quest associated with it. Also, that did not fix the tusks that broke them. That broke everything else. And then I miss Frodo's also. I love Frodo. Why don't you make it like a spiritual boar and you can summon it with a totem or something? That doesn't work for mounts. We already have a mount system that does its thing. We could have like a boar summon that like you summon and it just fights with you or whatever. We could do that, but that's not what I want to do for this quest specifically. I don't know. I like having a lot of mounts in the game, and the more mounts, the better, I think. So, yeah, I don't know how to fix this guy's tusks though. And now his textures blur because we're running out of texture space because we keep opening and closing him. It's just because there's something wrong with this. Or color, or I think oh yeah, because it's just we have the tusks on here. I don't know how to fix that other than we just change like the details here. How did we do it in here though? I must have changed the skeleton to make sure these tusks are have a different layer. Right there, yep. Well, I guess we could go fix him in Maya. Or we could change the texture so the alt color grabs the tusks too, or yeah, I don't know. 2 blue tusks are fine. Yeah, I mean they're gonna change to this color when you have the leveled up, or that's gonna be the problem. But we just leave it for now. Looks kind of dumb, I think. It's fine. We'll leave it for now. So we need 2 different armored boars. Right? Wasn't that the idea? He calls you. Yeah. We'll just say boar. That's fine. So we need to duplicate this. And this time we just switch to our other boar. Now let's turn off our animations so we can readjust the saddle. His like fur thing is gonna be like in your way when you're sitting on him. Maybe that's fine. We'll just kind of put it like that, so you're kind of covering it mostly. I don't know. It's fine. And also this boar probably needs a new mount socket location. Oh yeah, so we should also probably just do this then. And then do this. Sure. Good enough. Okay. He should be using the same animation blueprint, everything. Yeah, everything else should be the same. Should be all good. Okay. How's that? Points. So yeah, when you bring the boar back to him, he's gonna reset the mount for you. Because it's gonna be a totally different mount. Which means we might want to wonder if we can give them starting points. And we could also just like give the player like a handful of like, I don't know, maybe we can just level the mount up. You know what, let's do that. You'll just get like a free reset. So let's give the oh, we call them armored boar still. We just need to call them like giant boar. Or maybe call them like a riding boar. I don't know. So the armored boar has 1 run speed and 1 carry capacity. So let's give the, that's fine. We'll keep that the same. But then the armored one will give them, let's just do like 3 run speed and 1 carry capacity. Actually, let's do 2 and 3. I guess let's do that. So you get an upgrade too. So it'll definitely be a better boar. It'll be a little bit faster, max speed, and then you have higher carry capacity if you want to put points into that for some reason. Yeah. Cool. Let's go find an NPC to put this on. I think I know who to do it with. I think we're going to change this guy's dialogue a lot, though. We've got this guy. Where is he? Grax. Can we do it with Grax? Oh, Grax is a girl. Hold on. One last thought on story. 1, you have an NPC in Sleepy Haven that breeds boars. 1 has been lost. Maybe they provide the boars to the racetrack. The racetrack is meant for all mounts, though, not just boars. In fact, there's no riding boars in the whole game anywhere until now. This will be the very first time anyone's ever ridden a boar. Though I am considering adding it to goblins. Goblins might be riding boars. There might be an enemy that rides a boar in the dungeon. So yeah, I think this needs to be a rare thing. Like, oh, I'm trying to train this boar to ride him or whatever, but he, sucks. I want to raise this boar to like learn to ride or something, but he doesn't listen to me. Something like that. You find the boar and crate him, bring him back to the breeder. Breeder NPC tells you that you're better fit to be the holder, and after the boar is leveled, you bring him back at some well, point there is more follow-up quests to get the armor. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I think we're most on the same page. I think he's gonna bring the boar back, and then he's gonna send you a letter. I kind of want to make it Grax just because he's like this cool looking NPC, and everyone's like, what quest does Grax have? And he doesn't have a Grax. He doesn't have a quest. And I don't know who else around here looks like they might be trying to train a boar other than that guy. Like, I just don't think anyone else around here like doesn't really have a job and is just like hanging out that doesn't already have like a quest or something. Maybe Tex. Tex kind of looks like he could be... Does Tex have... What's Tex's dialogue? Nothing. Should we give it to Tex then? Tex or Grax? What do you guys want? We picked the 2 NPCs with X's in their names. One of the stable hands on in the back of Sleepy Haven. That's not a bad idea either. I kind of want to just give it to an NPC that is like hanging out that doesn't already have something. There's only one stable hand back here. We could give it to this guy though. What's his name? Lars. What does Lars say? Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have a quest or anything, so we can give it to him too. Look at that boar stash. Didn't Tex have a big beard? I'm kind of leaning toward Tex because, like, one, you have to like randomly talk to him in town, right? I don't know, and he has like no use being here. Other like he's just here. On Lars, yeah. Plus he'll be like a little more challenging to like locate because he'll be wandering around town, so it'll be more fun for players to like, oh, I finally found him, here he is, you know, like rather than just going directly to the stable, because the stable hand has to stay there at all times. Tex and Judas, no, they can't be brothers. They're completely different races, I believe. Isn't this? Oh no, they're both humans. I guess they could be brothers. I don't know. There's no reason to overcomplicate it. Oh no, they're completely different races. This guy's a fawn. That doesn't make sense. We're doing Tex. Adding multiple NPCs in is like fine, but it's just like then you just have to like add more junk into the quest. It overcomplicates things. I don't know, man. I don't know if I even like this guy. I guess we can totally change his personality though. So maybe he came to the city. Maybe he actually does live on a farm, but he came to the city to find someone to train his boar. Should we make this an actual quest or should we make this a secret quest? Hey, what's up, Mateus? Hello, William. Is it okay if I do a soundtrack for this game? No. I already have we have a composer already, sorry. No skill trees today. Did you finish the Guardian skill? No, I got bored of trying to make it work because it's very broken. Moonless Night. I don't think we should time gate this one. I want to time gate some, like, I'm actually thinking about adding in some like time gated fishing stuff. And some time gate, moon gate, weather gate, I guess, weather gated fishing stuff. Will we give up on the Guardian? No, I don't think I want to give up on it. It's mostly working. It's just I don't know. I think there's some back end issues with it. I have it spawning correctly. Well, kind of. I had it spawning correctly on the server and the client just fine, and it was working just fine. The problem is that the widget that shows their health is not showing up for the client. It's only showing up for the server. And all of the NPCs, all of their health bars are showing up correctly for the server, even if it's not their guardian. So the problem I think is that's happening is that the companions are built from a different base class. So like your boar companion or whatever has a different base class. So when it spawns in, it's spawned in, and like the health bar widget thing is like established differently. And I think that's like where the issue is. So when I'm doing it with an NPC and I'm saying, hey, you're a companion, it's like, well, hold on, because I have to do this thing. So I think that wherever wherever like the health bar is being like instantiated or whatever, or initiated, I mean, or initialized probably, is just having, I don't know, it's just doing something different for NPCs. Anyway, it's just gonna take me like digging through it and like fixing it up, and it's just kind of been a pain. So I just don't want to touch it. Try an easier skill, yeah, but we're just doing something fun today. It's Friday. It's Fun Friday. So we're working on a secret quest right now. So I only have a couple hours of stream today anyway, so I didn't really want to like get stuck into skill trees today. If I keep hammering away at things that is like are annoying or difficult to work on or whatever, I burn out really fast. So sometimes I just have to take a break and do something fun. I have to keep adding fun things to the game, otherwise I get bored, right? I don't know, it's just part of how it works. Anyway, yeah, William, I do appreciate the offer though. Sorry if I sounded like kind of blunt. It's just, I don't know. I sort of feel like if I were going to apply for a job for a game, I would look into that game first and see if there was already a soundtrack available. No offense, not trying to be rude. I'm just like, I guess a word of advice from one game dev to another, I guess, creative or whatever. Do a little research next time and just make sure that, yeah, I don't know. I'm sounding like a total asshole. I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm sorry. I do appreciate the offer. Thank you. I get lots of emails all the time from people asking if they can make music for the game. And I guess I'm just kind of like a little burnt out on telling people no. Anyway, but yeah, we already do have a composer, and he's amazing, and we work with him on our projects. Ad break. Good timing, I guess. Okay, well, during the ad break, I'm just gonna write some dialogue. What do we name the hang on, we need some names for the boar. I kind of want to change this, guys. We might just make him into more of a brutish kind of orc guy who's like training a boar. Why would he be in? I don't even know why he'd be in Sleepy Haven though. I don't know. I'm starting to question this. I don't know. I don't want it to be like some goofy thing. I want it to just be a little more like I like the idea of that, like this is a orc training a boar to like actually ride for like battle reasons or something. You know, like I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe it's fine. Let's name the boar Mud Pie. Or Pork Chop. What do you guys think? Mud Pie or Pork Chop? All right, never mind. We'll keep it lighthearted. It's fine. Mud Pie. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so he's looking for his boar mud pie. We're already dropping a lot of hints where he might be, right? His name's Mud Pie. Let's also change the boar's name on the. I mean, you can rename the boar whatever you want, right? It's just how it works. But let's change him on here to Mud Pie. Just 'cause it's fun. And then I guess we'll change him. Should we just leave this one as Armored Boar? Yeah. Okay, so I really like the idea that if you have a boar companion, then that's when this, and he's a certain level, that's when this quest unlocks. Should we just hint that there's a quest here and then just like let's just do this. Oh, we have nothing to check companions. Interesting. Okay, let's go dialogue condition. Sure, it doesn't really matter. Let's just get one of these. Check companion level. This is all locally handled, so I don't have to worry about doing anything crazy here. Get companion. Let's get companions here. I think the first one, let's break this actually and see if there's like an equipped. Nope. Okay, so I think the very first companion is the one you have equipped. Though maybe we just look through all of them, because like it might be kind of annoying if you don't have your companion. No, it's fine. Like, do you have to have the boar equipped? Because we can obviously get the level here, but should we make sure that this is the boar and it's a certain level, or should we just loop through all the companions and see if you have this level? Like, how hard do we want this to be? I think we loop through all of them. I think we'll just give players the benefit of the doubt. So even if you did train up a boar to a certain level and then you don't use it anymore, like you say you switch to a bee or something, or the wasp or something, then it'll still see that. Maybe he just says something like, you got the smell of a boar on you. I bet you're good with boars," something like that, right? So not this. This. I think it's companion boar. Let's go double check. Yep. We'll just copy paste this just in case. Oh, actually, this is stupid. We need to promote this to a variable. And if we're greater than or equal to, actually, Let's do a branch here, and then we'll check this. Okay. I think that's good. We could... Yeah, I think that's it. That's all we need. And then, oh, I guess we can do return here as false if we don't have the companion at all. Okay, moving on. Let's go back to text. Let's give him this thing here. Check companion level. Companion boar. We're looking for what? Level 10? I don't even know what the max level is for companions. I don't know anything about that. Let's go. I guess let's go look that up, make sure the 10 is actually achievable. I'm pretty sure it's 10. It could be 20. Hell, it could be 35. I don't even know. We're gonna open up player component. We've only got about like 30 more minutes, so we have to give Jana the room. Let's see how much of this quest we can get done in 30 minutes. Let's look for companion XP. Damn it. Companion. Not in here at all. We have save companions. Let's see where this is being called from. Because whatever calls us, it must be where we're leveling up the boar, right? NPC component, add companion, update companion. It's in here then. Seems like a weird thing to make a function for. Like, why would we make a function for this? You're literally turning one node into one node in this function. Like, why are we doing that? I don't know. Okay. Is this even like, is this a built-in? This is already a thing. So we just literally built a function to house a function. Like, why are... I don't know, man. I don't know. I just work here. I give up. I've kind of given up trying to understand why people are doing things in this project or why they did things. So if this is not how we gain experience, then oh, is it in here then? This is just AI. Like, we have XP, but it doesn't do anything. Oh, maybe what's happening is we're just gaining XP and then it's just converting that XP into what level they are. So you don't actually see like a... No, because you see a level up, don't you? Don't you get like a little level up alert when your companion levels up? Man, I need to play with companions more often, I guess. Client companion level up right here. Here we go. Old level, new level. Where is this coming from? Find references to this. Yeah, we have a little level up thing. On the AI character. Temp level less than 30. The 30 is the max level. So what do we say? 15 here? 20? I feel like this is like one of those things where you've really earned this mount. So I don't want to say 30. I think 30 is a little much. You didn't even know you could have a boar companion? What? You get it right on Azura. Way to use companions with a whistle to create a character that uses them. Fair enough. Yeah, yeah. I was actually thinking about how we could like overhaul companions to make them better. I'm actually thinking like companions should just work. So in World of Warcraft you can have pets. Like many different classes have pets, right? I'm playing a warlock right now. And so I don't have to tell my companion to do anything. There are like active abilities that I have that I can use, but I honestly never use them unless I absolutely have to. Like it's mostly just like an interrupt. It's the only thing I use really. So, but what I really like about the companions in that game is they just kind of just do their thing, right? You can just set them between passive, defensive, and assist, which I think used to be aggressive. And honestly, I just kind of leave mine on defensive, so as soon as I take damage, they attack. Probably should switch them to assist most of the time. But anyway, but yeah, I sort of think we just need like an option like that. You can just like go to your inventory, and then like maybe there's those buttons show up or something next to the companion's health bar, which should also be next to your health bar, I think, if you have a companion. And then you can like switch how they operate. I don't think we need I just don't think we need to like summon them. You can dismiss them right now. I do think you should. I do think you should have to summon them with like an empty hand or something. Maybe, I don't know. But you can do it with like your offhand with a bow or something equipped. I don't know. I don't know how else to summon them. Maybe we just like have an item in your inventory or something. Like maybe it is a whistle, but it doesn't have to be equipped. Maybe you just put it on. Oh, that's such a good idea. What if we just change the whistle so it doesn't have to be equipped? It's just an item you use. Then you could just stick it on like one of your number keys, or put in your radial wheel. That is a move. Why have I never thought of that before? So if we did that, that would mean that you could play with a companion even if you weren't a hunter. But we could also just switch our companions so you just literally can't use a whistle unless you have that skill. That would be fine too. You don't mind the way they work today? I think we just need a way of holding other weapons. Yeah. Well, that's exactly what I'm talking about. I think that you should have to have the companion skill to use a companion. I think you should have to you should have to not waste. You should have to use a point of your 30 points in your hunter's tree to unlock companions to use them. And then I also think, just like we're going to do with the Guardian, you should have to put points in later in the tree that require certain levels, require a certain amount of points that you've spent or whatever, to empower them to let them go past like level 5 or level 10 or something like that. I think that's how we're going to have to do it. I don't think they should like. I think anyone should just like be able to get a companion if they want to spend a point in the hunter tree. I think that's fine. And I think here's the thing. This is gonna be interesting because I think early on, as you're leveling, the more I like kind of like theory craft this, you're gonna like get points for leveling. Well, you do have to hit level 12 before you unlock your first skill point. So maybe not. Maybe this isn't as crazy as I was thinking. But so let's hypothetical. Let's say you start leveling up warrior, so you're like, well, I'm already level 4 warrior out of the tutorial, so let's just keep going with that and see how that works out, right? Then you put a couple points in warrior, like level 15 or so. But maybe you're like, you know what? I really want to try hunter. I really like the idea of the companions. Let's try that. So you start putting points into your companion tree, or into your hunter tree, and you get level 12 or whatever, and then you put a point into hunter. Now you have like a couple warrior points, maybe like 3 or 4 warrior like skills or whatever passives, and you've got a couple hunter. Now you've got like a cool like, you know, hybrid build or whatever. But eventually, like, maybe you can put points in something else. So until you hit like cap level in one of those, and even yeah, well, yeah, I guess you're gonna like max out anyway. But yeah, I think even right now with like level 35 being the cap, when we release skill trees, the 35 will still be the cap, which means you're gonna be able to like max out like 3 or 4 trees. Like, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to max out like 3, if not 4 different trees. So players right now are gonna be able to like choose like 4 classes that they can kind of like max out in until we raise the cap to 50, and then you'll have to like pick a class you want to like max out in. Or you don't. You don't have to pick. You can just be a jack of all trades, but you're not gonna get like the high end stuff. Anyway, I don't know. That's pretty cool. Okay, we're running out of time though. All right, 30 is the cap. We should really like make this a thing though. I don't know if we should. I think 30 is a good cap for companions, period. I don't think we need to be higher than that. Anyway, yeah, I think we'll do 10 then. Wait, hold on. Let's put this here. I don't know. This is very much like, seems like you're like getting a quest here, but you're not. I feel like we're gonna get a lot of people complaining, saying, hey, I didn't get a quest here, but the guy has a quest and I can't seem to like help him. Maybe, how about this? Whoops. I was trying to give in too much flair and ended up typoing. There we go. I like that. He can smell the boar on you if you've trained a boar up, and then he offers you the quest this way. Set him known there, and then here he'll say, what is this event? What? This guy's secondary text here literally never shows up, because the only way to get it to show up is by reading it. I don't know who wrote this, but they messed this up big time. We'll remove that event. And then we'll add a link down here and a link here, because you should be able to take this quest later if you've already talked to him. I don't know why, but my brain keeps putting this guy in dwarf mode. Like, every time I like try to type his dialogue, I hear dwarf in my head. So I'm like writing too dwarfy and not like southern enough, whatever. Anyway. Okay, start quest. I guess we'll make this an official quest, it's fine. Find mud pie. Excellent quest name. We open up our quest log now. Whoops. Add. Find mud pie. This is gonna be a favor. And this is gonna be Sleepy Haven. This is, what's this guy's name? Tex. Tex. Is secret quest? Yes. Quest log? Yes. Gold reward? Let's just do like, I don't know, 450 gold, I guess. I don't know if that's actually a good amount then. We're not gonna do an item reward. He's just gonna send you a letter in the mail. We could do reputation, I guess, for Sleep Haven. $15, I guess, sure. Okay. If you okay, so here's the thing. We have world events to remove on abandoned, so we need to add some in here. We're gonna add in found mud pie. No. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. Found mud pie. Inventory items to remove. We need to give him a quest item. 2 of them. Quest corrupt sample, that's fine, we'll duplicate that one. Quest underscore mud pies. Crate? Cage? Crate. We need to make an icon for this too. Call it empty crate. Empty crate for mud pie, the missing boar, that's fine. Unique, yes. In collection, no. Quest item, yes. Value, none. I guess we could just make it like an actual crate. Will that bother anybody? Just a quest item, right? It's not a big deal. Okay. And then we'll duplicate this. Actually, what's up, Adrian? I have not worked on it in several months, but we are still planning on releasing it. Jan and I have been talking about it a lot lately, actually. There's actually, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this. There's I'll keep it very vague. There's an event coming up that is focused on point and click games or hidden object games that we would very much like to participate in. I don't think it's till next year. But Jan and I noticed or discovered or learned about it the other day. We're not allowed to say anything about it. We have an inside scoop on this thing. But when we read about that, we were like, we have to finish Seeking Adventure before that, because that'll be a big deal to get into that event for it. So we kind of have a deadline now, which means probably here soon, maybe after this next Swords Magic update, we will be switching gears and we're working on that. The scary thing is that we have Witch's Eve coming up and Frostfall coming up, and then that'll probably leave us like 2 months before I think the event happens after those. I think it's in February. Could be wrong. Maybe it's March. I'll have to ask her again. Might have been even April. Who knows? Hopefully it's in April, because it'll give us more time. Because I think we're gonna need like 2 or 3 months, probably, maybe even 4 months to finish Seeking Adventure. In my head, I'm like, we can finish it in a month, right? If I just churn it out and get it done. But if I think it's gonna take a month, that means it's actually gonna take 3, right? So I'm playing it safe. That's my already safe estimate. So, oh, and break. Sorry. Never mind, Adrian. You're on YouTube. You don't get an ad break. Congrats for you. Anyway, yeah. So we're still working on it. Well, we're not right now, but we will be working on it still. Anyway, okay. So I'm kind of stuck a little bit here because I don't know if I can remove an item. I guess I can. Yeah, it's fine. We'll make it work. Okay, so yeah, we have Mudpie's Crate. Let's also make another one called Filled. Did I duplicate that one? I hope I did. I did. We'll just call it Mudpie's Crate, I guess that's fine. I guess we shouldn't do the empty crate in case someone drops it. There. Cool. And then, yeah, so what we're going to do is we'll grab both these item IDs now. We're building quests now so they can be abandoned properly. Something we didn't do in the past. Go back into here. Inventory items to remove. We'll remove this one. And we'll remove this one. Okay. And then we have found Mudpie event. That's probably the only one we need. So when we abandon this, we'll ditch both these items, and then we'll remove this world event so we can start fresh. Yep. Okay, so we need multiple parts here. Oh, this is start. And honestly, this is gonna be a 1-part quest. We just go pick up the item and bring it back to him. So we'll just do complete for this one, and that's it. Okay, title, find find the missing boar, I guess. Should we put a location on the map? Should we just leave this empty? I feel like players should just be able to figure this out, right? Like, there's only some places you can look. We know that he likes mud. What's up, Summon? Welcome in. Good day. I love when people have like caps lock on accident, because I feel like it's like the internet equivalent of like awkwardly walking into a room and just talking too loud, you know? like if you just have like really bad social anxiety and you just like walk in and like, good morning everyone, and then you're like, oh shit, why did I do that? You know, it's like one of those. It's funny. Anyway, that's the way I read it anyway. What are you saying? Exactly. It's exactly what I'm saying. Okay, we were trying to collect. We need this item. Oh, should we just call it mud pie? It says mud pie's crate. It's gonna say go find mud pie's crate, but that's confusing. Let's just call it mud pie. So when we put it in here, which is, wait, where is it? Advancement conditions. We just put find one mud pie, right? Which if you like leave the game for a couple months and come back and you're like, okay, I have a quest to find a mud pie. That might be a little confusing, but it'll be fine. Turn in NPC text. That's it. I'm not going to put a location on here. Adobe raised the price of Substance subscriptions. Whoa, what? You don't say. You mean that like the multi-million, probably billion-dollar corporation of Adobe that is synonymous with like raising prices for their software all the time for no reason and putting subscription models on everything that doesn't need it, raised the prices of a newly acquired software that everyone knew they were going to raise the prices of? That's crazy. Dude, screw Adobe. I'm so sick of Adobe. I'm still paying them for Photoshop, and I don't even know why. I haven't used it in months. I really need to go to cancel that sub. And every single time I'm like, I cancel it, like the next month I'm like, oh, I need Photoshop again. And I have Adobe, or I have a Affinity Photo, but they just don't have all the features that I need. I don't remember which ones I need that they don't have. But I feel like every time I go to use it, I'm like, this is not working how I want this to work. I'll just pay for Photoshop again. And I need to stop doing that. I'm so sick of them, you know? Really sucks that Substance is more out, especially because here soon, I'm actually really one day, not soon, I don't know, probably a couple years from now, who knows. I actually do plan on getting back into more higher fidelity art with some hand-painted textures. But actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna go buy what's it called? 3D Coat. I think I'm gonna learn 3D Coat for hand painting. I think it's better. Everything I've read, all the research I've done, it looks like 3D Coat is like the way to go, like hand painting, and I really want to do hand painting stuff. Actually, I have an iPad, and I really love painting on my iPad. I love Procreate, and Procreate does have 3D modeling, or not 3D modeling, 3D texturing, but it sucks, man. It's really bad. I really like ZBrush for 3D painting, but I'm really hoping, like, I've got my fingers crossed hard for 3D Coat being really good. So I don't think I'll go back to Substance though. I don't know, man. I don't know. Substance is so good because like smart materials and stuff. I haven't used it in many years. It's been a while, but I really love Substance for even like more stylized stuff. Like you can just throw on like a generic like what are they called? The like, my keyboard is just falling apart over here. The like, oh man, I can't think what it's called. It's like a layer that just like adds like edgeware and stuff like that. Like it's so good. Makes things look so good, so easy, so fast. You don't have to paint all that stuff on. But yeah. Anyway. Okay, I think the quest is done. Now we just need to set it up. We just need to go back to our dude here. We need to go make a letter too. Okay, that's enough of a hint. I'm sure for someone like you, he won't be hard to find. You can probably guess where Mudpie got his name after all. So that's enough to tell people like mud related, right? I'm gonna go to the mud pits, and that's right where he is. So easy, easy, easy. Now here's the problem. We need to trigger this guy to turn on now, and I think. Where's the mud pits? I'm lost. I think I can click him. I think we've got, because he inherits from the world item. So I think there's an option in here. Quest event. Don't need a world event condition. I really thought I had an option in here, like a tick box, that would let me continuously check for this. Yes, check for quest conditions. Always hide loot particles. Okay, that's what I wanted. And then we need hide if owned, but that doesn't matter that much because it's a different ID than whatever. Unique world event. We don't need a world event for this. Oh yeah, actually do we? We can do found mud pie, but also like maybe we don't. We don't need that because we can just give the player the item, and that's all he's gonna look for when you turn the quest in, right? Well, yeah, he already has that. So we just need to find, where's the item section? Pick up. Tame. Take. Collect. Gather, search. What we should just add like a rescue one. I guess collect. So we're gonna stick with, or pick up. I mean, we're picking up the boar. A happy boar? Where's that? I don't know what we're saying. A mud-covered boar. People are gonna like. I don't know if you're. I don't know if you'll be able to see this. I think it won't show up. I think it'll only show up if you have the quest. But I think I think we're gonna run into an issue though, because I don't have a way. I need to like add in a condition that like removes an item. We should really just add on a condition that like checks if you have an item and then removes it, like a key, sort of like a key item, and then removes it and then grants a new item. But really, I swear there's an item. There it is right here. Yes, we want this one. We want one of them. But it's not going to remove the item. So I think we need to go in to our... Let's go browse to asset. I guess this will check all the conditions, and then we can just do, we know what's going to happen here. That's fine then. But we don't have a way to do a condition for an item. That's okay though, because we have other ways to do that, I guess. It would be nice though, if you just had to have an item. But we can add that in. Yeah, you know what? Screw it, let's just do it in here. Let's do it the right way. What does this mean? Add item. Let's do a sequence on this. Do required items. Whoa. What happened? How'd that happen? Spam detected. Nice. Seribot just spammed somebody for trying to sell best viewers to me. Don't they already know we have the best viewers? Stupid. Did you guys probably didn't see the where it said Seribot banned someone. I'm just you're probably confused. Okay, we have player component. Love that we're caching this. We're setting this player component for some reason. Not even to a local variable for some reason. Like why? Why are we doing this? We're literally using it in one place, so why are we doing this? Hopefully we're using it in one place. We're using it in a bunch of places, but we're also getting it straight from the player controller in all those places, it looks like. Wait. It is a local variable. Never mind, I was searching, I forgot. Still dumb. Still no point in doing that at all. It's just a waste of resources to cache that for some reason. To use it in one place. This master interactable is the root of like thousands of items, so it takes forever to compile. Okay, for each loop, then we have add item, we just need to do a remove item. Remove, nope. Remove inventory item. Oh, nope. Damn it. Hold on. There's a... Remove world event. No, that's not the one. Again, wrong one. I'm making assumptions here. Remove inventory item. Why? That's... Okay, I don't know how I missed that. Oh, you know what? Let's change this to a integer. We should never be removing a random amount. That's just stupid. I can't think of any situation where that would make sense. I'm not going to ignore equipped. And we will show the drop popped up. Yes. Pop up. Oh, it's 12:45, guys. We're way past. Like 15 minutes past. Okay, so that's on here now. We need to make it public. It already is. Okay. That's it, I think. We can do the first part of the quest. Then we just need to set up the letter. Just to deliver the letter when you go back. That's going to be interesting. I wonder if... We're going to have to do it through the dialogue, and that's just going to have to be how that works, I guess. Oh, it's also interesting because we're not actually like checking to see if you remove the items. Like we're not checking to see if you have it. We're just removing it. Should we just have a Boolean that checks to see if you should remove it? Or maybe we should just change this to items removed instead of items required, because we don't have any situation in the game right now where we require these items. It's just... Actually, yeah, we do. Because if we don't require the item, it means that players could just put this empty crate in their bank and then keep the item. So we're going to have to... Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. So let's do probably quest interactions. Quest not equals none. Quest ID condition. Should we do item checks first? Or should we do a function? What is this? We're playing quest journal sound effect because we're updating the quest. Let's go see where this quest thing is being used. Okay, we'll put it right here then. Make a new function. Oh, what are you doing? Check has unique item? No. Have remove from inventory, but we need like has inventory item. Item has, of course, that's a great name for that. How are we checking this? Oh, item collections? No, we don't want that. Has inventory item. If we want to check inequality, we have to do this. Why don't we build this into a function? How annoying is that? All right, well. I guess that's what we're doing. This is exactly what I was just complaining about too. At least it kind of makes sense here. I hope this doesn't break. God, I hate doing this kind of stuff. I don't know what it is. This must be like an OCD thing, but this makes my stomach hurt when I do that kind of stuff. It's to do something like really like specific like that, and it's like, I don't know what it is. Doing like a really tedious like identical task over and over again. I don't know. Anyway, if any of these fail, we'll return. Oh wait, that doesn't work. Damn it. Oh no, that's right. Yes, this returns false if any of these fail. So if any of these are here, then this is true, and that's fine. Beautiful. Okay. We're not ignoring equipped though. I guess that's fine. This is so dumb. We should, you know what we need to do. Oh, damn it, I knew that was gonna happen. How did I know that was gonna happen? Did that fix it? Nope. That seriously sucks. I don't want to have to check this on every single item we pick up, so we're going to double check these keys are... There's actually something in here since we don't use this anywhere. Okay, that's a little cleaner. have to do it. Okay. Should we show an error message here? Yeah, we need to get player controller. How about that? Missing required items? Ad break is finished. I think this is done. If this is false, we need to return true. Otherwise, this is gonna fail for everything. I'm really glad I caught that. Okay, yeah. If we don't have any required items, then we'll just return true. Okay, now I'm happy. Now this should work. So now we can go in. Had the required item set up. Beautiful. So he has required items. So okay, cool. Oh, you know what? We probably need one more thing, just for future reference, because this might be like you have to have this item in your inventory, but we don't want to take it away from the players. So we need to go into item interactions and say, and we need like a boolean here. And then this should also probably go into our item section. Cool. One more 30-second compile. Wait for this to autosave, I guess. Not sure what it's autosaving. There's like one thing that hasn't been saved. We changed all those things. Okay, let me turn this guy on. We're removing the amount, right? And did we check for that amount? We're removing the amount. And then on interact. Yeah, we are looking for amount. Yes. Okay, good. Save. All right, so now we should be able to go get the thing, bring it back to him. We don't have quest dialogue for that though, but I can work on that later. Anyway, guys, I gotta take off. Jana needs the room so she can get some work done. I'll probably still be working, but I cannot be streaming while she's up here because Quinn will be interrupting everything. So I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you guys for hanging out today. Appreciate it for coming in. And I'll see you guys on Tuesday. See you later. Bye.